Hello and welcome to Unscrewed, New Zealand's most passionate internet wine show. And we're not in New Zealand, we're in Caunes Minervois. I couldn't do many videos whilst in Provence. I just couldn't get the people. But anyway, I picked up one of my favourites. There are two wines that I really recommend if you can find them from this region of the Aude and Hérault, which is down on the southwest Mediterranean border of France, and it kind of adjoins Spain as well. It's the Languedoc, the language of Oc, which that's the literal translation. Now, Minervois kind of sits in between, well, just northeast of Carcassonne, and it's a fairly small region. It gets its name from the word Minerve, which is a town literally 20 minutes up the road from where we are in Caunes Minervois. And this is Chateau Villerambert-Moureau. Don't confuse it with Chateau Villerambert-Julien. They are and were related, and Julien does L'Opera and some other ones, and they were a big hit in the UK and used to get a little bit in New Zealand and quite a bit in the US. Now this is more traditional, and it like I say, it is from Caunes. Although if you're driving from Carcassonne to Caunes, you'll see it on the way in Viegli and or Vialier, one of the two, and it's really worth trying. Now this is their tradition label. Now this is their Syrah, Grenache, and Carignan. Quite a hardy grape if it's not from an aged vine, usually kind of 50 years plus. It usually is quite aggressive. Those tannins just gonna grip you and don't kind of release anything else, and it really kind of mutes the flavour of the kind of other grapes. Anyway, you can see that it is quite dark crimson. It's almost, I've got to say, it's almost red, thick red, dark. Blood, congealed blood dark. At this temperature, one of the things I failed to do is put it in the fridge. It's kind of 30 degrees, so it lifts a bit of the alcohol out. Even though it's only 30.5%, there is a bit of alcohol shown, but there's this real kind of suppleness. You do get the grip, but there's a supple fruit, almost velvety at the front. Then you kind of get that grip, and unfortunately it's a bit too hot. I'm getting a bit of kind of alcohol burn right at the back. It's fairly complex. It's not all about the fruit. You do get these savoury components coming through now, kind of the cured meat, which I've got to say that this would go really, really well with the charcuterie from around here. Yeah, I'm getting that kind of now. And then you get this kind of mineral essence at the back. So it's all about that kind of dark autumnal fruit. Even though it's summer, a lot of people will sit around and drink these heavy reds. I say heavy, kind of medium-bodied reds. And they are different from Bordeaux, and they are different from the Rhone. They've got that kind of Carignan. This is a bit lighter and less aggressive than the Corbière, which kind of more people will be familiar with. It was nice to see that there's still a lot of vineyards and a lot of independents running, apart from the cave cooperatives that are dotted around in each village. Southern France looks like it's doing still pretty well in regards to kind of wine production. Did taste some fairly average kind of wine from Vaucluse around Gigondas, Vaccaras, Sablé, Baume de Venise. But then I tried some real kind of standouts for me. Tardieu, I think it was Dennis Tardieu from just down near Villedieu, and also our new family, who I did get to interview, and I'll write up shortly. Anyway, I've got to say that I still really enjoy this, even though this is a kind of entry-level wine. I still give this kind of 85 points.